So welcome to today's live yoga class. We're going to focus on a pose called one leg crow, Eka Pada Bakasana. Now, if you've never heard of it before, don't worry, I'll break it down when we get to that. But if you have heard of it and you're scared, don't turn this off, right? The whole point of this practice is to help you build up the strength to it. This is not for people who already know how to do it. If you already know how to do it, great, right? The whole point is to build up the strength. So the class itself is all levels. Even though that's a very advanced pose, we're only going to spend a minute or two on that pose towards the end, and I'll give you lots of options, even if you can't do it, right? And ways to work up to it. But the rest of the class building up to it is all the prep pose, all the core work, all of that stuff that's going to make your one-legged crow stronger, okay? And it'll just help you to get there. And you might not get one-legged crow today. It might take weeks, it might take months, but you do these poses to help you develop that core strength, that arm strength. Hi, Debbie, welcome. So I just want to preface that because I know sometimes people get intimidated when I say we're going to do a specific pose and they think it's advanced or scary or hard. Remember, that's only a couple minutes of the class, and I give lots of options. So let's start on our back so that we can start with some core work today. We're going to start laying down first in a lying down butterfly. Soles of the feet together, and you can place the arms anywhere you'd like, maybe on your stomach, the floor, maybe overhead, and then just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Start to settle in. Notice how your body's feeling today. And find your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose, slightly constricting the back of the throat so you can hear the sound of your breath, and make your inhales, exhales even longer. And remember to use that breath throughout the practice. Always go at your own pace, modify, skip. You can go slower, faster. You can always take breaks in child's pose, listening to your body. Let's hug the knees in, give it a little rock side to side, draw a couple small circles on your lower back in both directions. And then we're going to take both arms out like a T, drop your knees over to the left, turn your gaze to the right. Take it the other way, drop your knees to the right, turn your gaze to the left. Good, bring your legs to center. Extend your legs straight up to the ceiling, interlace your fingers behind your head. We're going to do a double crunch to wake up our core. Exhale, lift the shoulder blades off the ground, lift the hips, and then lower back down. Lift the shoulder blades, lift the hips, and back down. Keep going at your own pace, double crunch. Waking up those abs. Connecting to your core, pulling that belly button down. It doesn't have to be super high, right? As long as you feel it. It might only be an inch off the floor with those hips. That's okay. Keep going. Good. One more double crunch. Now, extend your arms up, lift your head and shoulders up, and tap your right hand to your left foot and your left to your right, and go side to side. So now you're waking up more of those obliques, the twisting muscles, still strengthening your core. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your head down. Place your hands either under your hips or just right next to your hips. Pull your belly button down. Press the lower back into the mat and then slowly lower the legs as far as you can without letting that lower back come off the mat, and then you bring them back up. So go at your own pace, up and down with the legs. Feet flexed, legs straight if you can. If your hamstrings are tight today, do this with your legs bent to 90 degrees. Abs hugging in. Couple more. Now on this next one, go to your lowest point and hold it. Hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a full body stretch. Reach those arms and legs long, stretch out your abs. Then hug your knees in, rock and roll forward and back 2 or 3 times. And then when you're ready, come into a forearm plank. Interlace your hands together, elbows right under the shoulders, and then walk your feet back, feet hips width distance. Push the floor away with your arms, so activating those shoulders as well as hugging the abs in. See if you can float just your right foot up a few inches and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then switch, left leg up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Let's stay in our plank. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's come into a child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, forehead down. Remember, this is your resting pose. At any point in class, you can skip stuff, you can take breaks, you can come to child's pose. Reconnect to that Ujjayi breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. Walk your hands to the right, left hand on top of the right. And then walk it to the left, right hand on top of the left. Now bring it up to your tabletop position, to your hands and knees. Inhale, drop the belly, arch your back and gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin in, round your back for cat. Inhale to arch, just finding some movement in your spine. Exhale as you round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Good. Find that flat back. Step your left leg to the side. Gate pose. Come up, straight on your right knee. Left hand on the left leg, and then reach that right arm over and create that side body stretch. Then switch. Bring your left knee down. Step your right leg to the side and reach over to the other side. Back to tabletop, to your hands and knees. Now just the arm, thread the needle, peel your right arm up, open the chest, thread it through. Put your head down. Walk that left hand forward, maybe crawl it to the right. Come back up, tabletop. We'll switch sides. Peel the left arm up, thread it through, walk that right hand forward, maybe walk it a little bit to the left. And then back to tabletop. Now, opposite arm and leg, reconnecting to that core. Right arm forward, left leg back. As you exhale, bring your knee and elbow into touch. Inhale to extend and reach. Good. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Now, you can choose to just hold here and balance or go for the back bend. Right hand goes back for that foot, and then you kick it back and find a little back bend. Let's stretch it back out, place it down, switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time, knee to elbow. Then extend it out, hold, or bend the leg. See if you can maybe grab the foot and find that back bend here. Good, stretch it out, place it down. Now let's start in our down dog. Plant your hands shoulder width, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up. First down dog, walk it out, bend one leg at a time. Stretching the calves, hamstrings, noticing how the backs of your legs feel. And then maybe do the same thing with the arms. Maybe just move around a little bit. When you're ready, settle in, shoulders away from the ears. Press the weight back towards your heels. Push your chest back. Inhale, glide forward right to a high plank on your hands and toes. So everything stays in that straight line. And then you exhale, pike your hips, push back, down dog. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. This time, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take a few steps. Ragdoll at the front. Feet hips width, bend your knees, and grab opposite elbows. And let yourself hang here. Maybe shake your head, yes and no, relax your neck. And you can sway a bit side to side. Shift the body weight from the right foot to the left foot. Maybe sway a little forward and back, shifting the weight from the balls of the feet to the heels. Then release the arms, roll yourself all the way up, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, let's lift the arms up. Grab that left wrist, pull it to the right, create that side body stretch. Then switch, grab your right wrist, pull it to the left. Bring it to center. Interlace the fingers, or you can hold on to a strap or towel. Look up, open your chest. Bend your knees a little bit, keeping the fingers interlaced. Fold forward, drop your head. Take your right foot, cross it behind the left. Folding straight forward. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need to. If you want to walk it to the side, I like to walk it all the way over to the left side. Left leg's in front, you walk to the left side of the mat. Good. Back to center. Switch your feet. So the right foot's in front. You can fold straight forward or walk it to the right side. Back to center. Uncross the feet. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step to plank. We'll modify the first one together. Place the knees down. Hug the elbows in. Slowly come down to the floor. That's our modified chaturanga. Now for cobra, press down through the tops of the feet. Engage your quads. So just the kneecaps lift, but the feet stay down, and you lift the chest. It's just a very small back bend. Don't come up too high. Lower down, then push back up to your knees to that modified plank. Tuck your toes for down dog. So as we flow, you can go back to that version at any point, right? You can skip the regular chaturangas, and you can do that, or you can just go straight to down dog. Look forward, step or hop, both feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now use your flat back. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. You can stay on your toes or you can come to your knees. Chaturanga, halfway down, hug the elbows in. Flip over the feet. Inhale, up dog, which is a deeper back bend, or you can stay with your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple more times to warm up. Look forward, hop or step to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or you can even add a jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good, just one more, sun A. Look forward, hop or step to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Now just hold down dog. Take a few deep breaths. Check in. Lift your right leg up and open the hip, bend the leg. Maybe move the ankle around or move the leg around, draw a few circles. Then straighten your leg, square your hip. Step your right foot forward to a low lunge. Put your back knee down. Good. We'll start with the hands on the thigh and just sink into that left hip. And then if you want to add a little back bend, lift your arms up, gaze up, maybe palms together. Good. Lower your hands down. Half split, straighten your right leg, flex your right foot, and fold. Okay, let's rebend the leg. Put your hands back down, step back. Exhale, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side, lift that left leg up, open the hip, bend the leg, maybe move it around a little bit, anything that feels good. Then straighten your leg, square your hip. Step your left foot between your hands and drop the right knee down. Untuck the toes, hands to the thigh, low lunge, sinking into that hip flexor. Lift the arms up if you want, hands could be shoulder width or maybe press the palms together. Lower the hands down. Half split, straighten the left leg, flex the left foot, and then fold. Check in with this side. Good, let's rebend the legs. You can put your hands down, step back, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Now lift that right leg up with a straight leg, square hip. As you exhale, bring your knee to your nose using your core. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee over to that right tricep. Inhale to lift it high. Exhale, twist, right knee to the left tricep. Inhale, lift it up. Step your right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot, high crescent lunge. Engage the back leg. It's nice and straight, but the heel's off the ground. Hips are square to the front, shoulders down. Keep that big bend in your front leg. Now open to warrior two by pivoting the back heel down. Open the arms out like a T. Flip your right palm up. Put your left hand on your left thigh. Reverse warrior. Reach that right arm back. Then windmill the hands down. Step back. Any variation, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, twist it to the right tricep. Good. Inhale, lift it high. Step your left foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Crescent lunge. So your hips are square. Back heel is off of the ground. Stay low in that front leg. Open to warrior two. Pivoting the back heel down. Opening the hips. Opening the arms. Gazing towards that left hand. Flip the left palm up. Inhale as you reverse your warrior. It's a side body stretch. Exhale, windmill the hands down and step back. Any variation, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, bring your knees down for a moment. We're gonna set up for dolphin. So, elbows down. I like to measure it out by grabbing the outside of the triceps. That tells you where your elbows should be. Keep them there, then extend the forearms. So your forearms are parallel, palms are flat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Push the floor away, keep your head off the ground. Depending on the hamstrings, maybe walk your feet closer to your elbows and then bring them together, right in the middle. You can stay here, or lift your right leg up and hold. Or if you're comfortable in your forearm stand, go for your forearm stand. Switch legs, left leg up, holding, or forearm stand. Good, wherever you're at, lower down, reset to child's pose. Puppy pose, come up to your hands and knees for a tabletop first. Keep the hips where they are. As you walk your hands out, you're gonna bring your chest towards the ground. That might mean your forehead or maybe your chin touches down, and melt the chest as close to the floor as you can, stretching into your shoulders and your back. Okay, let's walk the hands in. Come back to down dog. Reset. Look forward. Hop or step to the front. Malasana, prayer squat. Turn your toes out and bring your hands to heart center. So use those elbows. Push the inner thighs apart. Press the chest forward. Lengthen your spine. If your heels are not on the ground, take your feet a little wider apart to make it easier to get the heels down. You can stay here or open the arms or bind, right? So always have options. Stay here if this is best for you. If you want to open the arms, right shoulder inside the right knee, peel it open, right hand down, left arm up, or maybe wrap it around the leg and go for that bind. And then back to center and switch sides. Left shoulder inside, left knee, opening the arms, or bind. And back to center. Bring the hands down, straighten your legs, walk your feet in parallel, hips width. Peace fingers, grab your big toes. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Relax your neck, elbows wide, shoulders away from the ears. Pull yourself towards your legs. Good. Now we're going to work on our crow pose. So like I said, later we're going to do one-legged crow. So we got to get good at regular crow first, okay? And if you can't do one-legged crow, when we get to that, you'll repeat this crow, okay? The more you do crow, the stronger the other arm balances will get. But if you don't do crow correctly, you're not going to be able to do one-legged crow correctly, okay? So make sure you take the time when you set it up. Walk your feet together. Hands shoulder width and spread your fingers. Bend your elbows a little bit, like a chaturanga, but not quite as much. Put your knees on the backs of the arms, not the outside, okay? As close to the armpit as you can. The closer, the better. But as long as it's above the elbow, you'll be able to balance. Keep your elbows a little bit bent, stick out your chin and look forward. Then start to lean forward. Don't look at your feet. The more you lean forward, the lighter those feet are going to get. As soon as you feel the feet get a little bit of air time, then squeeze your toes up towards your hips, push the floor away, make that roundness in your back, kind of like a like a cat stretch because you're pushing the floor away so much. Okay, try it a couple times. Maybe it's just one foot off the floor and put it down, and then maybe the other foot off the floor, or maybe both feet. If you're comfortable here, you can shoot it back, or you can just step back, take a vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Lift the right leg up, step in between your hands, back to that crescent lunge position on the ball of the back foot. And then we're going to take it to airplane. Look down, sweep your arms back, palms face the floor. Flex your left foot, internally rotate. All 5 left toes point towards the mat. Standing splits, bring your hands down, maybe lift the leg higher as your nose gets closer to that right leg. Hands can be on the floor or blocks, or maybe right hand to the back of that right ankle. Now carefully come back up to airplane, lower the leg, come up to your fingertips, maybe put a little bend in that right leg, and then reach the arms back, airplane. Step all the way back, crescent lunge. Adjust if you need to so you land in that good crescent lunge. Open to warrior 2, pivoting that back heel down. Inhale as you reverse. Exhale, side angle. Right elbow on the right thigh, left arm up, and you're pushing away from the leg, or right hand to the floor or block. Maybe the left arm reaches forward if that's okay in the shoulder, extended side angle. Good, all the way back up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands down. We're gonna bring it to a side plank. Left hand plants down. So when you step back, if you wanna grab your big toe, take your right piece fingers right now and grab the big toe. Then pivot the back heel down, maybe lift that right leg up. Okay, otherwise regular side plank, you don't have to hold the big toe. You can put your bottom knee down, you can stack the feet, or you can lift the leg. Then release. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg up, step it between your hands, back to your crescent lunge on this side. On the ball of that back foot, hips square to the front. And we'll bring it into airplane. Sweep the arms back, palms face down, flex your right foot, internally rotate. Don't let that hip open up. Standing splits, hands come down and lift the leg nice and high and bring your nose closer to that left leg. Maybe left hand helps by grabbing that left ankle. Now carefully, we're going to come back to airplane, lower the leg a little bit, come up to the fingertips. I like to put a little bend in that standing leg, and then sweep the arms back, airplane. Step back, crescent lunge. Adjust so you have that nice long crescent lunge stance. Warrior 2, pivot the back heel down, open up the hips. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Left elbow to the thigh, right arm up. Maybe extended side angle. Any variations you do on the other side, try to repeat that. Come back up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands down, side plank, Vashisthasana. If you want to grab the big toe, left piece fingers on the left big toe. Otherwise, just step back to a regular side plank, stacking the feet or putting the knee down. Good, release your side plank, both hands down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. Feel free to if you need to. Good, back to down dog. Lift the right leg up, step it outside your right hand. Put your back knee on the ground. We're going to go for the quad stretch first. So we'll turn our right foot out 45 degrees, peel the right hand back like a twist. You can stay there, or maybe you can find that left foot and pull it towards you and stretch the quad. Good, let go of the back foot. Now readjust the front foot for lizard. Toes point forward, hands, elbows, blocks, whatever you need on the inside of that right foot. Stretching into the hip now. Take a few few more deep breaths here. Any variations you want to add in, add those in. I'm just going to go back to down dog and reset. When you're ready, other side. Lift the left leg up, step it outside that left hand and put your right knee down. Turn your foot out 45 degrees, peel the left hand back and maybe just hold there. Still getting good stretch in the hip, or grab that right foot and pull it towards you for your quad stretch. Good, release the back foot. Now adjust the front toes to point forward. Hands or elbows on the inside of that foot for your lizard pose, stretching into that left hip. Again, any variations you want to sprinkle in, add those in, and then we'll meet in down dog. Lift the right leg up, step in between your hands, back to crescent lunge. One more time on this side. Open to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, then reach forward for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Walk your right hand 6 to 8 inches in front of the right baby toe, most likely on a block or a water bottle or a book or something at home so you can get both legs straight. Keep that left hip peeling open. Focus the gaze and find your balance here. Step back to warrior two, reset, adjust if you need to. Reverse again, reach back but straighten that right leg, reverse triangle. Now as you come up for triangle, it's a little shorter than warrior two. Walk your back foot in an inch or two, shift the hips back and reach forward. Right hand anywhere on the right leg, shin, ankle, or foot. If you can easily touch the foot, maybe to the floor on the outside of that ankle with that right hand. Good, lift all the way up. We're going to come back to warrior two. Move your back foot out an inch or two. Rebend that front leg, warrior two. Inhale, reverse again. Exhale, windmill the hands to the front. Step back, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up. One more time. Step it forward to a crescent lunge on this side. Open to warrior two. Reverse your warrior and then reach forward. You might have to walk that back foot in. Set up half moon. Left fingertips, floor, block. Peel that right hip open and the torso open. And flex that flying foot. Try to keep both legs active and straight. Good. Big step back, warrior two. Reverse again and stay there. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Now as you come up, bring your right foot in just an inch or two. Shift your hips back and reach forward. Left hand on the shin or the foot, or maybe the left hand makes it to the floor. Create length in the sides of the waist. Lift all the way up. Come back to warrior two. Adjust the back foot, rebend that front leg. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill to the front. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step to the front, roll up to stand, and then face the long edge of the mat. Separate your feet, a couple feet apart, feet parallel. Hands to your back, just a small back bend, look up. And then we fold, walking the hands through the legs, getting that nice stretch in the hamstrings. You can hang out here, or if you want to practice your straddle headstand, make sure your hands and your head make that tripod, elbows 90 degrees. Walk the feet back, do not jump. Lift your heels, lift your toes, suck your abs in and pike those hips up. Like there's a string pulling the hips up. Legs go out wide into a straddle first, and then you squeeze those inner thighs to maybe bring them together at the top. Always going in and out of our headstands with control, no momentum, no jumping, it's all core. Same as the arm balances. If you're upside down, try to come out the same way, nice and slow, straddle the legs, pike from your hips, imagine that string pulling the hips up, and then you gently place your feet down. Wherever you're at, keep your feet wide. Walk your hands to the left leg. Pull your nose towards the left leg. Good. Walk it to the right. Pull your nose to the right. Bring it to center. You can either come to your knees here for frog, or you can do straddle splits. Wiggling the knees apart, flex the feet, and make sure you have that 90-degree angle. Hip bone in line with the knee, ankle bone in line with the knee, okay? Or you can stay on your feet for your standing straddle splits, stretching the inner thighs, toe heeling the feet as wide as they'll go, and then maybe coming down to those elbows. And then just breathe. Either one, you should feel this stretch in the inner thighs. Couple more deep breaths here. Good. Come up to your hands. Toe heel the feet in. If you're in frog, come off of the knees and back up to the feet. And then bend one knee at a time. Shake it loose a little bit. Move the hips side to side. We'll find a flat back. Bend both knees. Hands to hips. Slowly come up. Good. If you want a quick sip of water, get some water, and then we're going to work on our one-legged crow. Now, remember, crow is the foundation. So if you're not even going to think about one-legged crow today, no worries, just keep practicing your crow. Do it over and over and over again until you have it so good that you don't even have to think about it. If you want to try the one-legged crow, we're going to come into crow first and lift one knee up. But first, we're just going to try to take that knee between the arms and then put it back. And then lift the other knee and put it back. So you can watch first if you want. So I set up my crow the same. But to lift one knee, I'm going to lean to the right, bring my left knee right in between my arms. And that's it. And then set it back. Okay? Then I'm going to try the other side. I'm not going to extend the leg yet. I'm going to lean to the left, bring my right knee right in between the arms. Keep it tight. Okay? You're going to feel those abs burn if you're doing it right. It's all in the core. Try it like 2 times each side. Okay? You can do it with me or on your own. Or you're doing regular crow. Or child's pose. Right? If none of this sounds good, child's pose. Now, once you've practiced that a couple times, if you got it without your knee falling to the floor, then you can think about extending the leg. Now, as with the other arm balances, the higher you extend the leg, the easier it is to hold. The lower it is, it's going to feel heavier, it's harder. So you're going to have to lean your face a little bit more forward, a little bit closer to the floor than you would for a regular crow, and squeeze that glute and reach through the toes. Okay, you can watch if you want first. Okay, and then you might set it down and try the other side. I come into my crow. So the setup was the same, right? Crow, take the knee right in between the arms, suck those abs in, and then extend it up as high as you can. I'm going to give you a minute, play with it on your own, or do regular crow, or if you just need a break, child's pose. If you have questions, for those of you that are live, feel free to write them too. I can always try to answer it. It's all core strength. It's not the arms. Common misconception about all arm balances. And if you do it right, you feel it in those abs right away. I'm going to show you one more time, and then we'll take a break. And it's okay if you only get it on one side, right? Sometimes you only get it on one side at first. That's all right. Over time, it'll even out. The other side is my good side. All right. That was fun. I hope you had fun. We're going to start to cool it down now. So let's do child's pose with the knees together, arms alongside you, and just let your shoulders relax. When you're ready, let's meet in our downward facing dog. Step to the front, roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Standing number 4. Bring your hands to prayer, take your right foot across, flex the foot, bend your left leg. If there's any variations you want to add them in, or you can hold here, bringing the elbows to the shin. Maybe the fingertips or the hands make it to the floor. But remember, the more you bend the left leg, the deeper the stretch is in that right hip. It's also a balancing pose at the same time. Okay, let's switch sides. Come up, shake it out. Other side, left foot across. Flex the foot, bend your right leg. Sit your hips back. Get as low as you can on this side. Any variation, do it on the other side. Try to do the same thing. Good, let's come up. We're going to do one more balancing pose, dancer pose, just to add in a little back bending today. Left arm up, right hand to your right foot or ankle. Knees together, focus your gaze, and then kick that leg up and find that back bend. Release, switch sides. Right arm up, left hand grabs your left foot or ankle. Find your balance, and then start to find that back bend, kicking the leg up. Good, release. Hands and feet meet together at the top of the mat. Take a breath, reset. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Let's step to the front and have a seat. Take your legs out wide, seated straddle splits. Wiggle them as far apart as you can, flex the feet. So it's different than the standing one because now our toes are going straight up. Right hand over to that right foot or leg. Reach that left arm over your ear. Look under the armpit and create that side body stretch. Take it over to the other side. Good, as you come up, keep the feet flexed and then try to walk your hands forward. As far as you can go, couple inches, couple feet, stretch into those inner thighs and hamstrings. Walk your hands in. Now bring the legs together, straight out in front of you. Seated forward fold. Flex the feet, sit up tall, and then fold. Same thing, grab your legs, your feet, your wrist, use a strap if you have it, and drop your head. Slowly come up. Now, when we lay down on our back, I'm going to give you two options, either a lying down number 4 or a lying down pigeon. Okay, so make sure you have room to lay down. Right ankle across, right? You can make this number 4. If your hips are really tight, just use your right hand and push the leg away. If you can reach through, you grab your left shin or hamstring and pull it towards you and flex that right foot. If your hips are more open, you can cradle onto that right leg and straighten the left leg out for a lying down pigeon. Putting the foot in the elbow, the knee in the other elbow, interlacing the fingers and pulling it towards you. So it's just like if you flipped a pigeon over on its back. And then whichever hip stretch you're in, just hold, breathe, notice how your hip's feeling. Let's switch sides, whichever version you did, take it on the other side. Maybe crossing that left ankle over and using the left hand to push it away, or reaching through and pulling that number 4 stretch towards you with your hands, or maybe cradling the left shin, straightening that right leg out, lying down pigeon. Any of those 3 variations to stretch that left hip. Let's release, hug your knees in, rock side to side.
left leg on the floor. Squeeze that right knee over to your right shoulder. Open the right arm out like a T. Use your left hand, twist the right leg across. Spinal twist. Bring that right knee as close to the floor as you can on the left side. Turning your gaze, looking to the right. And bring it to center. Hug both knees in so you can neutralize the spine in between sides. And then we'll switch legs, keeping that left leg in, straighten the right leg out. Squeeze the left knee to the left shoulder. Open your left arm out like a T. Use your right hand to twist that leg across. Take your spinal twist to the opposite side. Let's bring everything back to center and give those knees one last squeeze. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. And then we'll let it go. Coming into Shavasana. Final relaxation. Extending the legs out long and letting the feet just relax open. Arms alongside you, palms facing up. And taking those shoulders, shrugging them away from the ears to help keep the neck long. Close your eyes. Clear away all your thoughts. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth. Letting it go and letting your muscles relax into the floor. Slowly just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring some small movements back to your body. Maybe you draw a couple circles with your wrists and ankles, moving them in both directions. Or maybe gently move your head a little bit side to side. Anything that feels good to you. And then when you feel ready, reach the arms overhead, reach the legs long, create that full body stretch, get as tall as you can. Hug your knees into your chest, roll to one side, coming into a fetal position. Keep your eyes closed. Use your hands to help press you all the way up into a comfortable seated position. Cross the legs and sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Take a couple last deep breaths here, scanning your body, noticing how it feels after your yoga practice today. Let's take one more nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth, letting it go. Lift your hands to your forehead, your third eye center, and bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you guys. Thanks for those of you who were able to join it live. I hope you had fun with the one-legged crow. Remember, even though it's a challenging advanced pose, it just takes practice like anything else. Keep coming back to it, keep practicing it. Even in our regular vinyasa flow classes, if I don't teach one-legged crow, anytime I cue crow, you can do one-legged crow instead, right? It's on your own. Oh, you're welcome, Emily. Good to see you. So I will save this, and it should post it to IGTV and also YouTube as well if everything goes as planned. If you have any questions, let me know. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live at 7 a.m. Pacific time, which is 10 a.m. for those of you on the East Coast. But we're going to do a workout, but it's body weight. So you don't need anything but maybe just your yoga mat. It's going to be a total body, a lot of cardio, HIIT training, but no weights, just body weight. So I hope to see you then. Bye.